Well, as soon as the news broke that there was a mass shooting in Las Vegas, Pam Geller, on behalf of her Israeli Mossad outfit, Site Intelligence Group, claimed credit for it by way of attributing it to ISIS, and then also claimed that ISIS was saying that Stephen Paddock, the suspect in the shooting, became Muslim before he started shooting people. And this was so absurd that even Trump did not mention it in his response to the speech. But, of course, the usual suspects did. And by the usual suspects, I mean the people who were on the payroll of Israel, and specifically its hardline organized crime-linked faction. And I'm going to name some names here. Breitbart News, which was created in Israel as an Israeli propaganda outfit. InfoWars, otherwise known as InfoWhores, which has been giving all sorts of space to the most crazed Islamophobic rants. And so they, of course, amplified the Israeli Mossad Site Intelligence Group claim that Paddock had somehow converted to Islam, even though he was still doing gambling junkets every weekend. And it's so sad to see this. You know, this event is very dubious, and outfits like Alex Jones's InfoWars used to be helpful in raising questions about events like this and pointing out that they, in many cases, appear to have been done by the deep state through Operation Gladio and its successor, Gladio B. These are false flag terror programs designed to pursue a strategy of tension and to force people to run to the government for protection and give up their freedoms and allow themselves to be stampeded off to wars. So unfortunately, it seems that maybe they got some videotape of Alex Jones doing something. I don't know what they did, but they turned him into an Israeli propagandist. So now he is working with Pam Geller and the other Israeli Mossad propagandists who do everything they can to slander Muslims. And in this case, the truth about this shooting, of course, may not be what we're being told, but there is not one bit of evidence that there's any Islam connection here. And indeed, in almost all of the big false flags that are attributed to Muslims, where the Muslim patsies supposedly throw down their ID cards or their passports, there's no evidence of any real Muslim involvement either. These patsies are usually deep state operatives who are hard drinkers, and they have a totally un-Islamic lifestyle, and they get involved in prison by turning into informers. But unfortunately, we have this multi-billion, if not trillion-dollar Islamophobia propaganda network operating out of Israel, designed to fool the West into going to war against Israel's enemies for the rest of eternity. And so I guess we're stuck with this anti-Islam genocide propaganda, which has killed 34 million Muslims so far since 9/11, according to Gidjon Palya, at least until somebody in a position to do something about it manages to force a change in public opinion and force the Western media, which is totally controlled by Zionists, to finally come clean and tell us the truth about the 9/11 false flag and all these other false flags that have followed.